Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back. Fly to the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Second and 5. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Watch the safety creep. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. 20. 25. Check 20 pads here. Shit.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Coming to you.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. It's caught by Mike Evans. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
To throw on third down. Love. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Got it. Mike 51. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Hey, we got to get down.
Now Tony Romo on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
He may try it. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunning. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Man, they're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Out, 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 out. 45, 45. Mike.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Control. Let's go. Slam.
To throw from his end zone. Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taysom Hill, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
They're running it. Oh, God. 41, Mike, 41. I know he ain't got it. 40 worth the Mike, 40 worth the Mike.
2nd and 3. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Drop. Back. Hey, switch gears.
They'll run it with Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Okay, baby, I see you.
32-yard line.
Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1.
Off play action. Love. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Kill. Check. Switch. Come on, switch it. 6 guys.
Running right, Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You got tight right there. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Here's Jones. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Operating from the gun. Love looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
41 to Mike. 41 to Mike. Check, 41. Bandit. 41's coming. Hey, watch your legs.
On 4th down, Love. And that is going to be incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
At their 48-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch QB drop. Check 13.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Let's go now.
And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down.
Mike. Hey, Foxtrot. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Right here, guys. Fight.
After the run, now Romo going to throw. Steps away to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. We'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Back to throw. Love. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
41's coming. 41's the mic. Ready? 41 mic. 41 mic. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Hey,
operating from the gun. Love. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
break. 53, Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man.
On first down, it's Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Hey. He's moving, boys, he's moving. Shift. Let's go.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only
and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Well, a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Here we go, set, 30 base. Watch the screen. Yes. Watch the eye. Hit it.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. The 40, the 30. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
just had to hold on to the ball.
The kick is good.
Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Get it.
To throw on second down is Romo. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Bravo.
Out of the gun, Romo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Choose the mic.
Off the play fake. Love. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jalen Smith charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Going up top for Miller. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Let's go. Do it.
At the 46-yard line.
We go. H.E. Gator. I got it. He's crossing. He's checking. Now.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch twist. Watch the fight.
They'll run with Pollard. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Romo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. A short gain there of just 4. That'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on first down. Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You got it. You got it.
Byron Jones on the coverage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Love. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike.
On first down, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Quick edge. Come. Switch.
Looking to throw. Love. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. The Bucs on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Love. And he's got Miller. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. To throw again. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They supply it now. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Ready, ready.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Say. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Sponge. Hit it.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch two. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Like 2, Mike. Check.
2nd and 6. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
He's brought down at the 31.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
47-yard line.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now it's Romo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
41 right.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bucs 17-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the safety to go.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Dallas, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll